Oh, broskies, welcome back to the channel. Today we have quite the unboxing for y'all. Many packages have come in the last like month or whatever, all to do with just to do with Wicked in general. Now there's a little bit of like stuff from Wicked 1, there's also majority from Wicked for Good. So this is basically just gonna be an unboxing, the ultimate unboxing as I would like to call it, for Wicked. Hope you guys enjoy. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to get through, a lot of packages, you know, your favorite overconsumption final boss is of course back at it again, and let's get right into things and see how things are going to be looking. Now, I don't know who's in the same boat as I am, but of course, you know, Wicked for Good recently came out about, I think, like 2 weeks ago at this point, at the time of this video going live, and I got a chance to see it. I got a chance to see it a good few times, let's just say a good handful of times, and it's been great. It's a fantastic movie, and I love it to death. I don't know if anyone is still in that Wicked kind of frenzy. You know, it's been a little bit since the movie came out, but you know, if anyone is, if you're sticking around here waiting for some idiot to look through a bunch of Wicked stuff, your Wicked music, then hey, I appreciate you stopping by. I guess before we get into the Wicked for Good music stuff, I want to take a look at some previous like Wicked, like the first film, items, right, when it comes to like music. Now there were a few things that were available on, I bought a majority of this off of the Republic Records store, as they had like basically everything to do with Wicked. There was some like specific version exclusive like vinyls from like Amazon or Target or Walmart, just whatever, and I did get a couple of them if I'm not mistaken, not all of them. You know, I did wanted to dial back a little bit, just because it is a lot. You know, I show you all those boxes and yet I'm saying like, oh yeah, that's a lot. But yeah, so going into the first Wicked movie merchandise that we can take a look at, this is the 7-inch singles for Popular and Defying Gravity. Really cool. We got one Glinda themed album cover, or I guess vinyl cover, and then one for Elphaba. Just basically just Popular. One side being Popular, and of course Defying Gravity, and the other side being the sing-along version, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it's like a clear kind of color to the vinyl, which I definitely do enjoy. I guess we could take like a quick look at, let's take a quick look at Popular, if anything. Okay, taking a quick look at this one. Nice little material used for the outside cover. Going on the inside, got the sleeve. And then here is the look at our crystal clear record. That one looks clean as heck. I have a few of these like super clear vinyls, primarily in like the form of like, you know, standard like 12-inch album vinyl, but this is a really cool one. I like the design of it. It's simple, but it's unique. I don't know, it's simple, but it looks so damn good, and I'm pretty sure the Defying Gravity one is the exact same kind of look to it. But yeah, so there's side A, and then of course side B on the other side. Looks really cool. I don't know, I like it a lot. But yeah, I do like how 7-inch records are making a bit of a return in recent times. I do appreciate, you know, I feel like there's been such a huge absence of them in the last like decade or so. So like having them kind of like make a resurgence actually is like really freaking cool. So I like that. Then we continue more into this package. Then we got full on 12-inch vinyls. These two, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so what are we looking at? So first things first here, we have the Glinda specific album cover for the soundtrack, for the Wicked soundtrack, right, which basically contains on the other side basically all the songs that are present in like the actual soundtrack, all the way from No One Mourns the Wicked down to Defying Gravity, basically all of those, right? There's like two separate versions. There's this like main soundtrack, and then there's like one like official motion picture track. I don't know, there's like it's a bit different in terms of like the tracks that are available and like what's present on the album. But this is standard vinyl. Well, not standard, but like this is the Glinda version. I want to open this one up because I think it's going to be like kind of special. I think it's going to be like pinkish or whatever. So I definitely want to see what this one looks like. Ariana. Oh, that's nice. We got like kind of like a frame from the movie of Glinda being like, I guess like sort of like more towards the intro of the film. I love that. So let's go into one of the sides here, in which we have a sleeve with a nice little design, little pinkish design on one side, and on the other side is essentially all of the credits, all the songs here, and then like a bunch of credits all over here. If we look at the record itself though, pretty sure the record's gonna be like something pinkish. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That is genuinely really beautiful. That's like it's like, I wouldn't say like a pink splatter. It's kind of similar to, if you guys were here for my Kiss Dress to Kill unboxing recently for the 50th anniversary, it has a kind of a similar design, kind of like a smoky-ish sort of design to it. But obviously this is more like, you know, pinkish. It's like, it's almost like a smoky kind of pink. But that's the look of it. It looks really, really cool. I really, really dig this one. Oh my gosh. This is sick. Okay. I like this one. Nice. Well, that's the Glinda one. Obviously, the other side is going to be the exact same. If you guys are curious, and obviously, yeah, it's going to be the exact same, but it looks really cool. I love the design of it. Very, very nice. Fits the theme, obviously, of Glinda. So, you know, can't hate on that. And in this one, I'm a little bit more interested in. Well, not particularly more interested in, but this one is, it looks to be like a standard cover for the soundtrack, basically the exact same set list, but this is more so like a simpler cover. There were two versions in particular that I really liked. There was obviously the Glinda themed cover, and then there was the Elphaba themed cover, which I do have, I think, in a separate box. But this one is just a standard one, kind of, I guess, combines elements of both, but it has more of like a simpler black tone than like either green or pink to it. Okay, so going into this, let me actually see what's on the inside. Wow, so on the inside, very, very cool, very detailed, kind of like a big poster of like the different characters in the film. We got Fiyero there, we got Elphaba and Glinda in the middle, and then we got the Wizard and Madame Morrible on that side. If we look into the record itself, so again, like some nice like green and pink kind of combinations. We got an E over here for Elphaba, and I assume on the other side is probably going to be a G. Oh, let's actually hold up just a little bit more on the other side. I'll get to that in a moment. But I assume if we look into this one, oh, this is the picture disc. Oh, okay, that's cool. It's the picture disc. So this is the Elphaba side of the picture disc. We have Elphaba right there, looking really cool, mad aura. And then on the other side, it's kind of like a green thing with just a bunch of like green color and like a bunch of different symbols and whatnot. Some leaves, some wings, some insects, some really cool things. I guess kind of similar to like what the Grimoire would have, for example. But yeah, really, really cool design. I kind of dig this one. I forgot this is the picture disc, but yeah, there is a picture disc for this, and this is one of them. So now going into the other side, this is going to be obviously more Glinda themed. As you know, it's definitely this side of course is the exact same, but this side is of course a lot pinker, and it has the Glinda kind of G there. If we look at the actual picture disc itself, obviously, yeah, very, very Glinda coded. We have this side, very, very pink with a bunch of different like swirls and stuff, therefore representing the character a lot. And then of course, on the other side, we have our beautiful Ariana as Glinda right there in like the pink dress and whatnot. So really cool, really, really cool. I like the different contrasts between the two picture discs. But there's a little bit of an extra thing here. I'm noticing like I don't know what it could be, like a booklet of some sort. Oh, I think this might be a poster. Oh, this is definitely a poster. So it's like interesting. So it's a vertical poster. On one side, it's like basically the cover for the movie poster. Really cool of them like reaching out to each other. And then on the other side, it's another like kind of alternate poster with like the two of them holding hands and then like forming the W in Wicked. Hopefully that comes out well on camera. But really, really cool. I was not expecting like a poster to be added to this. But hey, you know, any extra additions, I guess, is not like anything to complain about. So that's one package already looked through. Now let's go on to the second package, which should also be Wicked 1 themed. This should be like the remainder of the stuff that I got for Wicked 1. If you guys are curious though, I did get some like, I guess version like store exclusive stuff. Maybe like sometime last year or whatever, I did get the Target exclusive Wicked vinyl. The one that's like kind of like it's like pink and green. It's cool. It's a nice, really cool colored vinyl. But going to this one, we have two items here in which we have, of course, the Elphaba vinyl here. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And this is the Fan Edition CD, which is basically the CD that comes with a 34-page book. It also features photos, song lyrics, and 9 exclusive photo cards. Okay, I'll take a look at this one second. I want to take a look at the Elphaba vinyl first, just to see what that one looks like. Probably similar to like the Glinda vinyl, but it's going to be a lot, it's going to be a lot more green themed than pink themed. Okay, now that this is opened, let's take a look at what we got here. So of course, Elphaba on the front right there, and on the back are all the songs that are present on this double vinyl. Opening it up, of course, we got a little bit of a screen cap with Elphaba right there, probably towards the end of the first film. Then looking into the vinyl itself, so again, very, very green themes. Nice little design right there, kind of basically the wizard's kind of tower, or the Emerald City kind of like castle. And on the other side is just the same as the Glinda one. We got the songs right over here, and then a bunch of credits over here on this side. But now we take a look at the actual vinyl itself. That's what it looks like. It's kind of like a almost like a foresty green kind of color. I don't know what else to describe it as. But this looks nice. It's a bit different from the Glinda one, from like the general design. Obviously color-wise, very, very different. But the general design of it is also very different too. This is more so, this kind of feels like more of like a green and black kind of mixture. You can see like bits of like almost like strands of hair, but it could also like be maybe like a fog, like a dark fog, or even like a smoke almost. This is more like a smoky kind of look than the other one is. But yeah, it looks really cool. I like this one a lot. This one looks sick. Again, anytime there's a colored vinyl of any sort, I'm obviously going to enjoy it very, very heavily. Those are definitely going to be like those are always my more preferred vinyls to obviously collect and to play on the player. Okay, that's the Elphaba one. Now let's take a look at the Fan Edition CD. Obviously, your boy had to get a CD for the film, for the first soundtrack, but I wanted to go a little bit above and beyond and get the Fan Edition, which obviously, is going to be a lot more to it. It's just going to be a lot better to a lot cooler to just have than the standard CD. Okay, taking a look at the cover, obviously. Really cool, very nice book kind of themed CD. We got, of course, Wicked, the soundtrack on the front, and on the back side we have the songs that are available. Going into it though, it really is like a book. So on one side here, we of course just have one of the CDs. Or maybe it just is the CD. It might just be the full CD. But then we actually look at this like an actual book. We have music and lyrics. Then we got the actual track list over here. What else do we have? So we got a lot of different maybe screen caps from the movie. Of course, we got a nice little picture, the overview of Emerald City. Then over here, we get into the songs. We have No One Mourns the Wicked with a nice little accompanying picture of Glinda. A bunch of different lyrics for the song. And I think it just kind of continues with that. You go through each of the songs, have a picture that accompanies it, and just kind of continues until the very end. Nice little addition, right? Some extra double sided pictures, which I do enjoy. Nice little break from everything. Got Popular over here. Going to the very end, of course, Defying Gravity. And then we get into the final portion, which is just names the different songs, all the credits for the songs, and finishing it off. That's pretty cool. I don't know what this is supposed to show or explain, but it's very I guess scientific, a bunch of maybe different inventions or whatever that are present in the movie. And then this is where the what is it, art cards come in. Nice little opening right here, but the inside, which is a little cool design there. And these are the different art cards. So we have, is it double-sided? Okay, so on one side is of course just gonna be Wicked, the soundtrack, but then the other side is gonna be a character. So we got Glinda right there. We've got Elphaba there, got the wizard, got Madame Morrible, Fiyero, got a nice picture with the two of them, Glinda and Elphaba. We have, of course, everyone's favorite Boq. We got Nessa, and then I forget their names. I know one of them is Fanny, and the other one I genuinely forget, but Glinda's two main friends within the film. It's pretty cool. I like this Fan Edition CD. It definitely adds a lot to it. Definitely adds a lot to just if you are a big Wicked fan, then this is something that you definitely would that you should get, right? I mean, obviously having the standard CD would be a bit better for just like general collecting purposes, because you can actually like put it on a CD shelf with no problems. But it's still really cool. I do definitely like this a lot. You know, again, mainly for like the big fans of the movie, of the franchise. So highly would recommend this one for sure. But yes, all the stuff for the first Wicked film have been unboxed. They're really cool. I do like this stuff. You know, I wanted to start off with something simple, something that like maybe people have already seen before, or whatever, are going to be seeing for the second time. But yeah, Wicked Part 1, all unboxed. Now the big event. Let's go ahead and check out everything for Wicked for Good. I'm excited about this one. I hope you guys are as well. So I guess we're gonna be starting off nice and simple with, of course, the CD for Wicked for Good. You know, want to start off with that before we get into like the big boy stuff with like all the vinyls and whatnot, all the different editions of that. So this should just simply be like standard CD. I don't know if there was any like fan edition. Forget if there's any like fan edition or whatever that was made for this one, like there was, of course, for the first movie. But here we go. We have the Wicked for Good CD. Of course, let's open it up first. It says music from the motion picture featuring For Good and 2 new songs performed by Cynthia and Ariana. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Very, very good songs they are. Okay, let's take a look at this. So here is, of course, the front cover, of course, with Glinda and Elphaba. And on the back side, of course, all of the different songs that are available on the CD. And we take a quick look inside the case. Of course, here is the CD itself. Really cool. It looks very similar to the one they had for the first film, honestly. I want to take a quick look at the booklet that's available for this one. I assume it's probably just going to be, yeah, so it's going to be all the songs. We have some credits over here. More credits, Universal Pictures. We even got some pictures, some extra pictures here, with like the characters, kind of like the same ones from that one of the records from the picture disc of the first film, but obviously more updated to be like fitting for the second film. And over here, just some musicians. Again, just a lot of different like credits. Oh, this is cool too. Nice little map of like the lands of Oz. I like that. I wasn't expecting that to be added into this, but I dig it. We have Emerald City right in the middle. Then we have like Munchkin Land and stuff. Corner Country, and then it's like, is there like Land Before Oz or Land Beyond Oz? But I think it's probably just like its own thing. Okay, nice little booklet added to the CD. I dig it. So yeah, starting things off, I like the CD. It's simple. Again, it's just a simple CD, nothing really too crazy. Then let's go into some bigger stuff. This is a chunky box. Oh my gosh, this sucker is freaking chunky. This is gonna probably entail a lot of different things for sure. There's probably gonna be a lot present in this box, but I'm excited. I'm excited to unbox it for y'all. See what is, of course, in store. Oh, that's why it's chunky. So this is some sort of like collector's edition box or whatever that has to do with, of course, the soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, I forget like the exact thing of it, but like it's some collector's edition. It comes with, like this really, really cool, like huge case that I want to actually like open up, see the insides of it real quick. Okay. So here it is in its full glory. We have one side which is more like Elphaba themed, of course the Wicked logo, and in the back is more pink themed for Glinda. But going into it, seeing what this entails, looks like we have 2 records? Yeah, okay, so this includes the original motion picture score, and then of course the general soundtrack for the film. Yeah, so looking at this one, here's of course the motion picture score, right? Really cool picture in the front there. This has to do with, this is the first film. So this is for the first film, not even for Good. This is for the very first film. Different just scores like Arrival at Show's University, Our Heroes Meet. So like just a score, like the general music that plays, not like the actual like specific songs where people sing. So let me just check out the vinyl. I assume it's just gonna be a simple black vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, very simple. It's a 2 vinyl piece. But yeah, simple black vinyl. Nothing really too crazy. You've got one side that's pink, one side that's green. Really cool. Motion picture. So that's one part of it. Then over here, of course, we have, oh, That's cool. So this is, of course, this is the first film as well, right? This is the very first film. I'm surprised this is like still more like first film stuff, not like Wicked for Good. But this has an alternate kind of picture on the front. Obviously, this is just a general soundtrack for the first film, so the songs that you know from the first film. Really, really cool inside poster of them running from like the monkeys. Love that, love that. Let's take a look at one of them. So if we go into this one, right, nice little picture there. Very similar to like one of the other ones, I think the other soundtrack. So anything special about this? I think there is. Yeah, okay. So for this one at least, this is the first vinyl of it. This has side 1 and side 2, probably just like yeah, first disc. It has a very similar like Glinda themed one to like the one we looked at. But it looks really cool. It's a bit more like it's a bit more splattered than the one that like was the more Glinda themed the vinyl. And it's also very glittery. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but it's also very glittery. That looks really stinking cool. I like that a lot. I really, really do. Let me take a peep at the other side as well. So of course, kind of the same thing. Got the G for Glinda, very, very pink G. But we're gonna see more of a green vinyl this time around. So they seem to be a lot, very, very similar to the Elphaba and Glinda specific vinyls that were released for the first film, but it's only one of each, one pink, one green. Again, like that really nice smoky green and black kind of color, kind of look, but it also has like a lot of glitter to it. Again, don't know if it's very noticeable, but the color is definitely going to be there, and hopefully, if any luck, the glitter will be present as well. But it looks really cool. Again, another really, really cool one. I guess this is kind of one that you would get if like you didn't get a chance to get the original character specific ones, like the green and the pink. So this kind of gives you the best of both worlds, combining everything into like one big one, big package. Right? I really think is a cool opportunity to like people who like missed out or like didn't want like two separate ones, but like still wanted both colors, if you know what I mean. But is there another thing in here? I think there is. Oh, that's cool. So they add this extra framed picture of Elphaba and Glinda right there, sunset behind, holding hands. Oh, that's an awesome picture. That is really, really cool. And it actually can be framed too, like or like put up on the wall, because I think there's like a little bit of a hole here. You can like hang onto it like a nail. That's kind of cool if you want that kind of like, you know, hanging around your house. And like, hey, here it is. I wasn't expecting this, but I kind of like it. It's a nice, cool addition. But yeah, so that big like fan collector's case, it was definitely a bit more, I guess, different than what I was expecting it to have. But I'm not complaining about the contents of it at all. But it includes just like a lot of it's just a really cool overall package for like a really big fan who just kind of wants the best of both worlds. You get like, you know, you get a really cool framed picture, you know, which is sick, a sick addition. You get the original like motion picture score, and then of course you get a general soundtrack with, you know, some nice cool colored vinyls. But yeah, really, really cool addition to the collection. I like this one a lot. Really, really sick. All right, now it's time to truly get into the Wicked for Good music unboxing. Are you all ready to be changed for good? Because I think I am. So I guess let's start with this one. See what this one is. Again, I don't know like what these packages, I know I have a general idea of what the packages will, you know, entail and will like, you know, have, but I don't know what each individual package is going to have. So it's kind of going to be a bit of a surprise going into each of these things individually. So first things first, it looks to me we have a standard vinyl for the album. Now this seems to be very similar to that standard soundtrack that we had for the first film, and I assume this is probably also going to be our picture disc. This is probably going to be the picture disc for Wicked for Good. So I'm very excited to see how this one's going to look like. I mean, let's open it up and find out. Okay, so front cover, very similar to again the one for the first film, and then on the back is of course all the songs for Wicked or from Wicked for Good. But now going into the actual vinyl, so again a really cool inside kind of picture of all like the big main characters. Madame Morrible and the Wizard on one side, Elphaba and Glinda in the middle, and then Fiero on the other side. And then going into the first one, we have all the songs here, basically all the things that are present on like the full 2 record thing. And then on the back, which is a nice little like green color, green design, probably going to be similar on the other side, but more so like pinkish. Now it's time to check it out. And yes, I am right. This is in fact our picture disc. So on one side, of course, really cool Elphaba picture from the first film, and on the back, that same really cool like green design. Then on the other side, for at least the sleeve itself, oh, we have a bit. Okay, hold up. First things first, we have the more Glinda themed one. Of course, is more like credits and stuff, and then a nice little like pinkish themed picture over there. And the actual picture disc, of course, is going to be very heavily Glinda themed. We have Glinda obviously here in her nice blue lavender dress, and then our other side is it's not really more of like a pink color this time. It's like again like a blue color mixed with like a lavender kind of color. Really cool. Very exotic almost. I like the look of that one a lot. So yeah, pretty cool picture disc. Again, very similarly themed to the one for the first film. How one's more Elphaba themed, the other one's more Glinda themed, as per usual. And then there's also, yet again, another poster that they added. I guess another vertical poster. So you have this one, very similar to the one for the first film, right? We have the 2 of them kind of like reaching out to each other. One is in the bubble, one is on the broom. And then on the other side is that same picture that we saw earlier on the CD, with the wicked kind of W there, with the 2 of them kind of looking off into the distance. Very nice picture, very cool poster. Cool additions all around. I like it. So picture disc, you know what? A solid way to start off the Wicked for Good section, definitely. Now I'm going into the next package for Good, seeing what this one's gonna have in store for us. Ah, I see. So what they ended up essentially doing for the second film is, as you can see, very similar to the thing that we just unboxed, right? Very similar. But I think what's different about this one is that this is essentially an alternate picture disc. There's 2 different picture discs that they ended up releasing. One, of course, being, that one that I just unboxed, and that was released like, or made available once all the Wicked for Good stuff started being on sale. This one ended up coming a little bit later in the line, maybe like a month or 2 afterwards. Now, why did your boy get 2 picture discs? Beats me. Beats me. Don't do as I did. Only get the one. Oh yeah, but essentially, inside cover is the exact same as the other picture disc. I think the only thing that's going to be different is, of course, going to be the actual disc itself. So let's take a quick look at them. Hopefully they are going to be different, because if I got just 2 of the same thing, I'm gonna be a little pissed. Okay, so they are actually different. So one side is, of course, the same like kind of green design, and I assume that the other one's gonna be the same like lavender kind of design. But the actual like picture they use is a lot different. This one kind of has like almost the entire like main ensemble, right, of characters on that disc. It actually looks really cool. I kind of like that one a little bit more than the other picture disc, if I'm being honest. I kind of like it a little bit more. And then looking at the other one, we got a little bit of a poster we're going to check out in a second. A little bit bent, which I'm a little bit disappointed in. Come on, Republic Records. Can't be shipping quality like this. Oh, but then here is this side. Obviously, same kind of color on that side. And then on the other side, we have a cool little duo picture of Elphaba and Glinda right there, staring at each other. Really cool design too. I don't know, I feel like this alternate picture disc might be better than the other one that I just unboxed. I think it is. I think it might be. So, I mean, let me know down in the comments which one you guys prefer personally, but I think this one's a little bit better than the other one. So, hey, I'll definitely, I'll take that. Now the poster, which I wish wasn't so bent here, we have another 2-sided poster. One side, of course, is that, with Glinda and like that promotional kind of picture, that promotional outfit that was, a part of a deleted scene now, which kind of sucks that it was deleted, but yeah, it was deleted. Really cool picture right there. And the other side, a really cool one with Elphaba, of course. So nothing like with the 2 of them together, it's just like one character for one side and one character for the other side. But yeah, really cool one. Again, I think picture-wise, the other one might be a little bit better because like you get both of them on like one side, but I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think is like the better poster. On to the next package. What could this potentially contain for us? Now I know there's a few like character specific records. I assume this is probably one of them. I'm going to assume this is probably one of them. Obviously, going into this next one, we have the Wicked for Good soundtrack, of course, the Glinda version, the Glinda edition. All right, now that we have it unwrapped, so of course, here's the front. Nice little cool picture of Glinda, and then of course on the back, the full track list. On the inside, again, two nice little pictures of Glinda. We have one of her looking off into the distance right there. And then we have another one of that kind of like promotional outfit that was, part of that deleted scene. Kind of a shame they put it in like so many like promotional things and then all of it's just for it to be deleted. Really cool dress too. I hate that it was like, taken out, but what can you do? So now here we of course have, the track listing right here. And on the other side, we have the Lands of Oz, at least half of it like the CD did. So I assume the other one is probably going to have the other half of that map. And now we go into the actual record itself. I know it's going to be a colored vinyl. Yes, it is. Ooh. That one I like a lot. It's kind of like a pink, like marbled sort of color. I dig the look a lot. Oh my gosh, it's really nice. I think I like it a little bit more than the one they did for the first film. I think I do. This one is really stinking sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wow, this one's good. This one really catches my eye a lot. I feel like if there's anything, I might prioritize playing this one on the record than any of the other ones. I don't know, it just looks so freaking cool. I love the pink aesthetic. It's so nice. It's so stinking nice. Obviously the other side is going to be the exact same, at least when it comes to like the record itself, but I'm just kind of curious to see what the sleeve for the record is going to look like. All right, so as expected, of course, here's the other map of the Land of Oz, and then on the back is just like a bunch of like song credits and whatnot of like different composers and all that jazz. So not bad, really cool. I'm actually really excited to see what the Elphaba one is going to look like this time around, because it looked really cool on the first for the first album, but I don't know, or for the first movie, but I don't know if how it's gonna compare now with the Wicked for Good stuff, because I like Glinda's version more here, but I don't know how Elphaba's going to compare to her first version. Now there's a very high chance that this might actually be Elphaba's version. I don't know, but there is a high chance of it happening here. So we're about to find out. I'm also might not be. It also might not be. And well, lo and behold, I swear this was not planned. It is, of course, the Elphaba exclusive edition now. So looking at this one, obviously different cover, really cool one with Elphaba there. Really like the image that they used for this one. And on the back, very similar thing with just like the track list, but again, it's more like green themed this time around. Going into the inside, we of course have another cool thing, dual image. One of Elphaba on one side looking off into the distance into the camera, and then one of her just like fully like posed up on the other side. Now the actual record itself, very excited about this one. It also is kind of like pink, which I'm kind of surprised about, but I think the other one was green too. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But of course, on one side, Lands of Oz as per usual. But now the actual record itself, hopefully it's gonna be nice and interesting. Very interesting. So it's almost the exact same design as we got for the first film album for the Elphaba edition. So I'm kind of surprised that they kind of just reuse it. I like how Glinda's is like different between both soundtracks, but Elphaba's is basically the exact same, which I guess is not like that bad, right? Because it was a cool design. It was a really cool design, but I do kind of sort of wish that maybe they did a little bit differently, just to add a little bit of uniqueness to like the second album. It still looks really cool. I still like it a lot, but it would have been really nice for them to do it maybe just something a little bit more different, right? Add a little bit more variety. Now, of course, there's no real reason to look at the other side because it's just going to be the same vinyl, and the sleeve is going to be the exact same as the one for Glinda. Now we're going to take a look at this one. So that should be everything from Republic Records. We had two character exclusive records, right? Different colored vinyls. So we had 2 different picture discs, and of course a CD. And then this, it's not really for the first film, but we did have that big like collector's case kind of thing, which I really do enjoy. Going into this package though, this seems to be a Target exclusive record for Wicked for Good. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video, I think there was a Target exclusive record, there was Amazon exclusive, there was Walmart exclusive, I'm pretty sure, and I think there was also a Barnes & Noble exclusive. All of them look really cool, and I kind of wish I got all of them, but it was getting a little bit insane, I'm not gonna lie. But actually, bless up Target for actually like packing up a vinyl correctly for the first time. I feel like they always like screw me over with like the way they package up vinyls. But this time around, they actually like did a very solid, like good job on it. Okay, let's take a little bit of a gander at this one. So cover-wise, I guess I'll give you all a shot of it first. But then for me, ooh, I like this one a lot. Oh, that's cool as heck. Hold up, okay, so yeah, only at Target exclusive lenticular cover. It's a 2 LP pink and green shimmer marble vinyl. Whoa, this is actually a lot more different than I thought it was going to be. The cover is actually sick. Obviously the back, you know, track list as per usual. Let me get a better look at this cover. I have to see this. Yeah, let me take a look at this cover like in its full glory. Okay, hold up. One thing's for certain. So So this is the general cover for this record, right? Really cool cover of it, of the 2 of them kind of like reaching out to each other but being a little bit further away. It's really sick. One in the bubble, of course, one in the broom. This little thing is, I guess, sort of more like a slip-on cover for it. It's like its own separate picture. This is the specific like lenticular cover thing, whereas I don't know how the heck I'm gonna like show this on camera, but it's one of those things where it's like it has a special like kind of texture to it, and you can like move it around, and it like sort of changes like what's happening in the picture. It's so cool. Again, I don't know if I'm able to even show that on camera. I don't know if I can properly pick up, but if it can, like, hey, you know how these work. They are really cool. And it's kind of cool that he added it to it. I kind of wish it was like, you know, directly on the sleeve, but it is what it is. So let's take a look at the inside real quick. Of course, again, same image of the 5 of them, or I guess the 6 of them. No, that's 5. Okay, I'm bad at math. The inside sleeves are the exact same. Again, very similar design. That's something different. So the only difference about this one is the special cover, and of course the records themselves. Now let's check these ones out. So here it is. Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like, so just the Glinda version, which kind of sort of combines that Glinda color with that Elphaba kind of design that it had, like the smoky sort of edition. This is of course sort of like a pink smoky-ish sort of feel, more like it's almost like a paper kind of. I don't know what to describe this as. There's some swirls on it as well. The inside is more like kind of paperish, but the outside is more like more smoky, like a pink swirly smoky kind of color. It's cool though. It's really cool. Again, the Glinda ones are so like really nicely designed. I feel like every time there's a Glinda specific one, it's a whole new design for each vinyl, which I really do enjoy. Kind of wish that Elphaba would do the same, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully this one's gonna look cool though. I mean, it's probably gonna be the exact same as the others, but you know, you never know. You never know. So of course, going into this one, same sleeve as per usual, but the record itself, ooh. So it is a bit different. This one is more like the other ones were more like, again, like a green kind of smoky sort of color, sort of texture to it. This one is more like a marbled kind of green, as you can hopefully see well. That one looks really sick. I love the design on this one, actually. This one's probably my favorite Elphaba vinyl, I'm not gonna lie. This one is really cool. I love the design of this one. It has a little bit of like glitter-ish texture to it, like a little bit of like a glitter addition, but I think the general design of it, it's really sick. I don't know what else to say about it, but it looks so cool. It really pops out a lot. The smoky one was cool. I will say the smoky one was a lot It was really nice to have. But I think this one just kind of adds more to it. I think it's more of an eye-catching design, in my personal opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, I like this design a lot more. The marble design looks so stinking nice. It really, really does. And we only got 2 more packages to go. We're at the end game here. So we have an Amazon box, and which is obviously going to contain the Amazon exclusive vinyl. Now I did end up obviously getting the Target exclusive vinyl and the Amazon exclusive vinyl. Both of them just looked really, really cool to me, and I really, really wanted them. They were also pretty early into like the buying process. The Walmart and the Barnes & Noble ones I did not really see until a little bit later, and at that point I was like, is it really worth getting these as well? I decided to just leave it at Amazon, leave it at Target, and that's just like about it. So we're gonna check out the Amazon one real quick. Hopefully this one's gonna be worth it because it looks really damn cool on the promotional imaging. It's a big ass package for like no reason. I guess any way to keep the record safe. You know, I can't hate on extra packaging. I really can't. Let's go into this one. Let's see what it's gonna look like. First glance at everything. Another new like exclusive cover. I like this one a lot. Obviously the back, basically the exact same as the other ones, but the front cover looks really sick. They're like both on like separate mountains or whatever, and it just looks cool. I really like this one a lot. I like how there's like so many different covers you can get for like these records. And it says Amazon Music exclusive cover and splatter vinyl. Okay, I do not know I forget what the splatter vinyl is gonna look like, but I really, really hope it's worth it. I like splatter vinyl a lot, and I think they're gonna be doing a good job of this one for sure. Going into things, opening it up, we actually do have a different inside cover now. Okay, it's a very simple one with just Elphaba and Glinda, kind of almost facing back to back, but those are like the only 2 present on the inside cover. So I like at least a little bit of variety there. And now we go into these, the inner sleeves, of course, same as per usual, but I don't really expect those to really change. What I do expect to change though is of course the exclusive vinyl. Let's see what we got. Ooh, so here is the Elphaba themed vinyl. That looks interesting. So I see what they mean by the splatter. So it is very green. It's weird. If you have light coming into it, you can really see like the green coming through. But if you look at it more like an angle, it's like a very like black kind of dark. It's weird. Oh, that's kind of sick. Hold up, it's gonna be like almost impossible to see on camera. But like, see, this is kind of like how it looks. See like the light shining on. I don't know if that can be viewed properly. It's like it kind of transitions from like a light green to like just like a full on like black. And the colors just like in general change. The colors like pop out a lot more depending on like the side or like the viewing angle. That is really, really sick. I like this one. Okay, Elphaba, you know, good start to this one. Really, really good start. Again, the like splatter vinyls are really cool. I just like the design so much. I have a few splatter vinyls in my collection, and all of them are just so damn nice. So damn nice. And I'm glad that, like, you know, another one can be added. Now, of course, going into the other side, we have a bit of a poster, which I'll check in just a moment. But going into, I assume, the Glinda version. Oh yeah, so Glinda's is a lot more, so this one doesn't like transition from like, you know, black or like, you know, in this case clear to like pink, but this is just like a full-on just clear vinyl, like kind of like the 7-inch singles that we saw earlier were. But this one just has like, you know, the clear vinyl with, of course, the blue, with like a bunch of like blue and pink kind of paint splatters on it. It's cool. It's cool. It's a very simple design, but I don't know. It looks cool to me. I don't know what you guys think, which one of the two that you prefer more. But both of them looks really sick to me. This one might catch my eye a little bit more just because I like the colors a bit more. I like the blue and the pink on top of the clear vinyl. Clear vinyl just to me, like even though they may not be the highest of quality, like in terms of listening, they look so damn good. They really, really look good. I have a few of them and they look absolutely amazing. They really, really do. But I dig this one a lot. I think the Amazon exclusive one might be my favorite between that and Target. I forget what the other two were, the Walmart and the Barnes & Noble. I don't remember what they looked like, but I know they were nice. I know they were really nice. Part of me kind of wishes I got them, but like, you know, I had to stop at some point. I had to just take a bit of a breather at some point. And take a quick look at the poster that's included on this one, another vertical poster, obviously of the cover here. right, of that cover with both of them standing on separate mountains. Really, really cool. And of course, on the other side, this picture once again. Really nice, really nice. I kind of am glad they added a double-sided poster to the Amazon release. I don't know why the other ones they didn't, but maybe just better that way. So I don't have I'm not overrun with so many posters. That's probably just for for the better. I've been changed for the better. If you know, you know. And then to end things off, we have one final package here from Target, from my favorite place, Target. This one is a bit different. It's not really music related, but it's something that caught my eye and I did kind of want to get and show off for y'all. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Target exclusive Wicked book. Only at Target includes letters from Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, a full color double-sided poster, and a sneak peek at Wicked for Good. It's a really cool design. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that design is. It's a hardcover book. It has a nice little kind of almost gradients of green, of pink, a bit of yellow in the middle. Kind of showcases I guess Glinda, Elphaba, and Fiyero, I would assume. Unless just look at what that's the color that the green and pink kind of make. The back is saying, "Unlock the magic within." I'm interested to see what this is going to entail. So I guess without further ado, let's check out. Let's take a look at this book real quick. So opening it up, immediately we get greeted, which I assume, with the double-sided poster. So of course, a simple one, very small one this time around. We've got Elphaba on one side, and of course Glinda on the other side. I think kind of donning their Wicked Part 1 looks specifically. Let's go into it, see what the book has. Ooh, so we actually have full on letters. "My sweet fellow Ozians," and then "Dear Reader." A nice little message that both of them kind of have put into the book. I like that a lot. Man, I didn't expect that, a full on letter. That is really, really cute, really, really sick. The official visual companion. Okay, there's gonna be a lot here. It's seeming to play a bunch of different scenes from the film. Welcome to Oz. Kind of a really cool overview of that, of the flower fields going into the Munchkin land. And I assume it's basically just it seems to just showcase, it's essentially showcasing the first film in its full glory, but in the form of a storybook, in the form of a storybook. Instead of having you watch the film, it kind of just shows pictures and screen caps of big major events in the film. But it essentially does showcase the entirety of the first film, but just of course in the form of a book, which I think is kind of cool, in the form of a picture book. Unexpected, but it kind of makes sense, because I think this is what I knew I was getting into. Obviously I'm not going to show too much, because spoilers if you haven't seen the movie yet, or there might be copyrighted. There's potential to that, but some really, really cool stuff. Big heavy book. A lot of different scenes. We got the dance scene, of course. You're going into Popular, the whole Dr. Dillman situation, and the lion cub, and the wizard, going on the train. Really, really nice stuff. Really beautiful stuff here. Then, of course, getting to the very end, meeting the wizard, and then all that sort of action starts to, I guess, unfold. Getting to the very end, and of course, we have the Defying Gravity whole shtick, and then it says "Take flight, fly free, defy gravity," and that's a really, really cool ending piece there. Definitely get this book if you want. This is a really, really cool, just I guess kind of more so of a collector sort of item, more of a fan thing, for the fans, right? To really have Wicked at their fingertips, being able to just kind of scroll through the book like you're watching the film all over again. To be continued, and of course now we're going into sneak peek of Wicked for Good, and it's gonna just show different parts of the trailer, essentially. Different screen caps of the trailer about what you could expect from the film. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. Honestly, I like this. It's a nice little addition to all of this other stuff. A little bit of a break from the music kind of feel of this unboxing, but I do like it. It's a nice extra addition. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, let's get everything all together, and I guess end things off for today. But of course, that was this unboxing, the ultimate Wicked unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed, of course, as per usual. If there's anything that you guys have seen today that you might want to go get yourself, hey, by all means do it. I don't know exactly what's still going to be made, what's still going to be available as the time you're watching this, but like whatever is available, check it out. Republic Records has a bunch of this stuff, most of this stuff, and it's stuff like Target, Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble should have like other things as well. They all have their own like exclusive records. So like, I don't know, whatever catches your eye, whatever you feel like you want to get, go ahead and check it out for yourself. But yeah, I enjoyed all this stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along this unboxing journey with me. We got more stuff coming up along in the future with this month of December. I apologize for getting this video out a whole week late, but things happen. But here we are. I got it out for y'all, and I hope you guys enjoyed the full unboxing and like going through. This is my mini journey of like what the stuff has to what the stuff entails, what you can potentially get. Now I ain't being paid to say this, but of course Wicked for Good is currently in theaters. Go check it out. It's a great movie. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, very, very emotional, but it's a huge load of fun, very enjoyable movie to watch. And I think anyone who is a big fan of musicals will definitely like this one. If you've seen the first one, you're going to like this one absolutely, just like by default, I feel. But even if you haven't seen the first one, go check it out. It's a worthwhile watch, and then go check out the second film. You're gonna be changed. It's a really amazing experience seeing both films. Especially if you do like back to back, it's a lot of fun, But yeah, Wicked for Good, the ultimate unboxing, or at least as ultimate as I, ended up making it out to be. But I hope it was as ultimate, enough for you guys. But of course, as per usual, thank you all so much for stopping by and for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. You already know the drill. Help the channel out, help your boy out, and I hope you get to see y'all in the next video, whether it be another unboxing, or a food review, or a vlog. I don't know what it could be, but of course, stay tuned. There's a lot of cool stuff, I think, happening real soon. So of course, yes, as per usual, have a good one, everyone. Peace out.